Hey everybody, happy Halloween. I have my final list of movies. So proud of myself. Big accomplishment that I can get on here and list some films. So far today, while I've been putting my makeup, getting ready, and like cleaning house a little bit, I watched the original Carrie, classic, Scream, classic, and I'm going to watch Final Destination, maybe part two afterwards if I have time. Okay, my last bit of recommendations in all of these phenomenal to watch, as have all of my previous recommendations been. The five and number four, The Skin I Live In and Goodnight Mommy. I'm kind of listing those together because they are foreign films that just are incredible. They have great twists. They're super entertaining, really unique. And The Skin I Live In is kind of like the classic foreign film with the twist, and it has Antonio Banderas. But Goodnight Mommy, I have to say, like, I didn't even get it the first time I watched it. I watched it twice and I was like, oh my God, son of a bitch. Really cool foreign films. You're Next and The Cabin in the Woods. Those are from roughly, I think, 2012-ish. And I watched The Cabin in the Woods about a week ago because I've seen it a bunch of times. And man, that is so creative. It is so fun, so original. And I'm starting to really wonder, I don't know, at this point, like we all know that shit's like hidden. And I really feel like The Cabin in the Woods might be a documentary of sorts, something along those lines. Like we're all being manipulated for a higher purpose. And it's quite nefarious because Big Brother's involved. You're Next is a British horror movie that I think it kind of got overlooked around the same time like Sinister came out. It's kind of gone under the radar, but it's a really fun like survival family like holiday movie. And it's great because it has that like holiday twist to it. And I love scary movies with like a holiday undertone. And Session 9, that was probably my first like really low budget indie horror movie that I fell in love with as like a youth. And I was just so tickled. I'm surely I stumbled upon it like on HBO way back in the day when I was in high school. And it blew my mind because it was so good and it was clearly done with, it didn't have like a big blockbuster budget or a bunch of special effects. It was strictly a good plot. I mean, how cool is that? It's like a movie that sticks with you, that is entertaining and fun to watch, that is just entirely based on like the power of the story itself. It's eerie, it's cool, and I love that the building that it's set in, it's incredible. So, The Skin I Live In, Goodnight Mommy, The Cabin in the Woods, You're Next, and Session 9. I will have them listed below. Okay. I've been talking about this ever since I have gotten like my little, rinky dink channel that cut off the ground. And it's the same reason I was on the soft white underbelly. I always feel compelled to do these things. And I'm like, I'm going to do it to help somebody. And maybe somebody could get something, some wisdom, that I've like picked up along the way through like blood, sweat, and tears. But really, like everything I do, I just do it for myself because it's like a continuous constant battle within myself to like not be completely controlled by some aspect of myself, my mind, and my personality that doesn't feel like it's in my best interest. And that might sound crazy, and maybe it is, but have you ever felt like that? Like your mind is not your own. I mean, it's like, how can I not control my mind? How can I not do what I want to do? It's my mind, my decision. And that's a maddening feeling to be in and a space to be in for years and even decades that like I'm not in control of myself. Like, how is that even possible? And it's like if you're in your own way, which is the bottom line problem for everyone who is in their own way, how in the hell do you get out of your own way? If you are in your way, how do you get out of your way? How? So that's like the $1,000,000 question. And that's why like I do everything that I do at this moment in time is for myself and to kind of live from this place of authenticity And that sounds like woo woo or trite or whatever for people who I think it's easy for them to just like do what they want to do and kick ass and take names. But for someone who has struggled to not be like fall victim to themselves, and their self-destructive tendencies, or whatever the case, like that's everything, to just like live from a place of truth. And that's what it's all coming down to, I think, at this moment in time, is how to live, and we all have things that we want to do. So why aren't we doing them? We know how to do it. We know what we want to do or what we need to do. So like, why aren't we doing them? And the answer to that why, it's of course ourselves. We are the reason. But the reason we are the reason for being in our own way, that is the conditioning, the programming, the trauma, the dogma, all this shit that's been instilled in all of us. This damn system does not want us to live in authenticity, because if we live in authenticity, then we know we are perfect as is. It is a journey of trial and, great error. And that's part of it, and it's not, once you understand that your biggest mistakes, regrets, etc., are not for nothing, when you can look back and say, wow, that was me then, but that's will never be me again. When you have learned from them, that's the reason for them, to get that growth. That's the point of life. And once you have that growth, you see that like you are, you can do some things. Changing your mind, that's everything. Change your mind with one thing, mentally, physically, spiritually. Start a meditation practice. Drink a glass of water every day. One little thing, and it will change everything. And that's growth, and that's you taking like the reins of your own life. So that's my pearls of wisdom for today. Happy Halloween. Y'all have a good day. And stop.